another seed round. So what is it that makes LangChain so exciting? So let's take a look at LangChain, how it works, and what you can do with it. So LangChain is a framework for developing end-to-end applications powered by large language models. Imagine you want to build an app on top of ChatGPT or any other powerful language model, and then you want to combine it with your own data, say a n8n database, PDFs, or your emails. And you also want to construct prompts based on the plain user input. And then you also want to store the conversation history. And maybe you want to combine the models with another model or give it access to Google search or Wikipedia to make it even more powerful. This sounds like a lot to consider for an end-to-end application, right? Well, LangChain makes all of this a whole lot easier. It allows building applications with LLMs through composability. And currently it provides 6 different key functionalities divided into different modules. So let's take a look at some short examples for each of those. Models. First and foremost, LangChain provides a generic interface for many LLMs. You can access models from OpenAI, Hugging Face, Cohere, and many more providers. Prompts. This includes prompt management, prompt optimization, and prompt serialization. You can, for example, define prompt templates that take the user input and then create the final prompt for the model. Chains. Chains go beyond just one single LLM call and are sequences of calls. In the simplest example, you can, for example, chain together a prompt template and an LLM, but the possible combinations are almost endless here. Memory. LangChain provides a standard interface for memory and a collection of memory implementations. For example, you can easily store the message history of a chatbot. Indices. This module contains many utility functions so that you can combine the model with your own text data. For example, it provides document loaders to load the data from different sources like n8n, PDFs, or emails, and it provides vector store interfaces to efficiently store the text and make it searchable. And lastly, agents and tools. This is an extremely powerful module. You can set up agents powered by large language models that can use tools like Google search, Wikipedia, or a calculator. And if this is used correctly, this can give your app unlimited powers. Alright, so this was a very quick overview of how this framework works. If you want to see more LangChain content, then make sure to subscribe to our channel because we post more LangChain content soon. So I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.
Firstly, I'm kind of regretting my life if I made a wrong decision and this career, because this is our career like this as software developers. The way we get outdated. The other day, I was getting to learn n8n, which is the AI agent. Although I'm always employing people to be my customer support. I know of chatbots, don't get me wrong. We know chatbots, right? The thing with chatbots is you would actually spend more time creating a chatbot than you would having a human being to just do the job. Now, chatbots are good if you can estimate most of what the customer inquiry would be like. But every company that has a chatbot still has human beings, is because in as much as the chatbot could provide some very quick resource, a human being sometimes is needed to be able to properly relate as a human to a fellow human. n8n. n8n it's not something you can compare with. When you integrate the n8n full automation system, you have a vector database, you have a knowledge base of what your product, your service is, you have all the endpoints needed to be able to activate, look into issue, get the data in real time, process it, add it up to a vector, get it an embedding for that particular customer interaction. If properly done well, if properly done well, you could have a company with an AI full-time assistant that will take both calls, reply messages. Yes. How do you do it? There was this crazy thing I saw on YouTube. I will show you this video. Go check it out. Let me show you the video. Almost everybody here now sells their courses on school. This one did something like Jarvis. Okay, that thing I told you guys about, where you can store previous, like most people who use, first I'll go show you that thing. Most people who use AI to build their creative apps, one of the most very difficult things is having to have a very long template. So each time you prompt the AI, you have to accompany the AI with that very huge template, so it just knows this is how things have been done and the responses get refined. Now, one of the hardest issues as well is to be able to keep a conversation of or a history of the previous. Like if you go to ChatGPT, you can chat to ChatGPT and have a very long chat history. But when you are trying to use the API, right, it's either you append the whole of the messages you've been sending, like the previous response and everything, you just get it, append it, put it on the, how did they say that, in the role operator, blah blah, and you let each prompt you send have records of the previous conversations, which is both the one you sent and the one you received. Now, as time goes on, it is token exhausting. If you have used ChatGPT or any AI API platform, you get to buy tokens. So when you start having lengthy conversations, it now means you're going to be having quite a huge exchange of token. It's not good. At the beginning, it looks like it's easy. When the conversation starts going well, you regret everything about it. Before you know, your token is blown. I think that's how these AI companies actually make money, right? So implementing RAG was something I learned perfectly fine. Today is Monday, 5 a.m. So I learned this last week. My anger is each time I sit here and I'm doing OK boards, I'm doing rain apps, and I'm learning new AI tips, I'm learning new security tips, new hacking tips, new modeling tips, new neural network, new framework. You know, like there's so much to learn. You feel like you're getting outdated every day. But that's by the way. So this is the RAG. This is the RAG I was talking about. This RAG is like a way to store all your previous data. So the AI would kind of, it's going to be in something that looks like a vector database. That is how it does it. I want to actually implement this one. I'll tell you where I'll need it, but why did I bring you here? There's a guy that did something like Jarvis. I want you to see it. I built my own Jarvis. Man, when I saw this thing, I just told myself I'm going to implement it.
How do you get started with digital marketing?
Told
With the
myself I'll
complete digital
implement
marketing
it.
course on Udemy.
You're in fine form today, sir. Rest assured, my circuits are humming with anticipation for whatever challenge you're about to hurl my way. Shall we begin with world domination? Or perhaps just tackling that pesky inbox of yours?
Let's start with my to-do list tomorrow.
Here's what you requested, sir. A to-do list that rivals the complexity of one of your suit's circuitry diagrams. Shall I order some coffee to fuel your inevitable procrastination?
Do I have any meetings tomorrow?
I understand you're experiencing a technical issue, sir.
So let me explain what is happening. So he created, I think Billard had a team that did this for him here in Nigeria. You know, he says, oh, go over to my, say, the Billard WhatsApp or the Billard AI WhatsApp. I think this was the framework they used. So practically, you could have a WhatsApp, right? And this WhatsApp will be the point of entry. We actually call it the trigger, right? Or the point of entry, the first thing that actually starts a process. Now on this app, which is WhatsApp, you send voice notes, and when you give the voice notes, now this is where n8n comes in. It shows you framework by framework. For instance, this is the Telegram app. Him is using Telegram. Telegram is the trigger. This is the trigger of Telegram. You can see the Telegram. This is the trigger, right? So when he messages Telegram, it will go through here, which is the switch. Now it could get the voice. If it gets the voice, it uses ChatGPT to process it. That means it would get the voice of what you are saying, like, hey, what's up? You already called it Jarvis. This guy called his own Jarvis, right? So he called his own Jarvis. Hey Jarvis, blah 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 blah. So Jarvis, which is the Iron Man clone or blah blah blah, whatever he created, he will talk to it on Telegram. Then the message will get to switch. Switch will extract the voice, take it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has this API. Everything about n8n is just workflow. That is on my iPad. I'll be drawing, and that is. Let me show you an example of what we mean by workflow. So this is my iPad now, for instance. And you can see my iPad over here. Now all these things here are called workflow. I have so many of them. Like I'm always having, like yesterday I did some workflow when I was at the church. Good. So this workflow is going to be for our latest what is it called again? Our latest system. Okay, so this is a flow diagram, right? Which is a flow chart, but it's also a workflow. It shows you how the work will flow, right? Okay, good. Now, this here at n8n is basically an automation platform where you can just be, okay, if this one happened, do like this. If this one happened, do like this. If this one go like this. If this one do like this. If this one happened, do like this. If this one happened, do like this. So it's so easy to actually create sophisticated smart AI apps using this n8n, because you can just be drawing and be putting, like for instance, now if the Telegram message coming, extract the voice, use ChatGPT to get the voice. But if it's text, if you notice, yeah, this side now it has come to this is Telegram, to the switch. It now wants to get to the voice. You can see it got to the voice this side. But if it's a text, okay, from here, now both of them will pass it through this one. This one could convert it to text, which is AI can convert the voice to text. Or if it's just text, okay, fine, come here. This is the Jarvis tools agent. Now I don't know how he did this one. I'm just watching the video, so I didn't finish it totally, but I'm still coding okay. But now, you know, I'm doing my backend. So that's how they tell now. The job is so, like, there's always so much to learn, because I want to learn how this guy did this thing. I want to create my own Jarvis, but I will not call it Jarvis. I'll call it Ezemo. Ezemo, what is happening? What is the weather condition in Lagos, Nigeria? It will use an API to check the weather and use and say, it's like this. So, okay, Ezemo, read my emails for me. Do I have any pending message? You could with a couple of messages. That's how I want to do it. So this is his own right now. His own is Jarvis. So over here. So this is a basic LLM chain. I think this could be something like Lang chain. So text to speech, it will not convert the text to speech. It will not give you an audio. So this audio is what the Jarvis is talking. Like, you know, if you notice when he talks to Jarvis, let me take this thing back. When he talks to Jarvis, Jarvis responds, right? So that's because AI converts what he's saying to text, then processes it, and then this Jarvis tool, this is one I think I need to learn. All these other ones I can do them. All these other ones I can do them, but I still need to learn a couple of these things. Like this Jarvis tool has access to his email. It can check his email. It has access to his calendar to tell him what event he has to do. Like, is there more? With any appointment, it has access to his contact. It has access to task. It has access to Jesus or more. Let me show you where he talked to it. Okay, this was.
Here's what you requested, sir.
Let's start with my to-do list tomorrow.
Here's what you requested, sir. A to-do list that rivals the complexity of one of your suit's circuitry diagrams. Shall I order some coffee to fuel your inevitable procrastination?
Do I have any meat?
It's even trying to order him coffee. with everything my employees have done me, I think I would want to, if I finish this whole cakewalk thing, I would want to create very smart AI agents that will be able to do most of the work. So I want to have a company where if I have like 200 employees doing a particular thing, 2,000 can be AI doing other things. I want to have a house. I want to have an office where I want to be the next Iron Man. I want to be Iron Man Ezemo AI. Like I want to be that for real. Like if you go to my Instagram, it's me dressing like a native doctor. I want to be that digital native doctor. Ezemo na chom mad. Because chom that okay the bio na Instagram. And analyze his status. Try and see if we can get other fingerprint about him. As time goes on, I want to make all my waves inside the Nigeria defense system so I can build softwares that people could or the government could use and communicate in natural language too. For instance, if we're looking for God, imagine FBI, the way they do in FBI movies, they'll put a face and they will want to do facial recognition. Do you know in the whole of Nigeria right now, you can create, we watching this video, we can create a facial recognition software where if you just give them my face, it will scan my face, run it across all the database, run it across all the social media platform, check for where my SIM card has been registered. If it finds it on n8n, you will need a warrant for most of those things. Except it's going to be like the way they do it on CIA, where they would have unrestricted information to pull off anybody's detail. However, for government-issued workers or some parastatals, it will be classified, right? But for every other person who's a civilian, you can just use their image, their thumbprints, their fingerprints, imagine having the whole country on a very big vector database and having to run lots and lots of data pool for the whole country. Cobbling terrorism would be the last of our problem. Tracking fraud, tracking any crime would be very easy because every single CCTV could be mandated by I think one country did it. When you have a CCTV, the government can stream the CCTV. So if somebody is wanted, if they just pass through wherever any of the CCTV easy to. But people will start talking about Big Brother, right? Okay, maybe the government is piling on us, our privacy. What if we're innocent? We're trying to run from injustice. We're a journalist, you're giving the government an unrestricted power to be able to, unleash whatever so they could argue that it's data privacy. I don't want to talk about that one again. But now, what if I'm able to really create something personally for myself to be able to talk to it and tell it my PA or Ezemo, Biko, what do I have to? Okay, could you send an email to this particular supplier? Compose something. Let me see. No, I don't like the tone you use. Could you use a more lively tone? Ezemo will be like, okay. What would you suggest, Ezemo? Depending on how this business, like imagine talking to your own AI and every single conversation, not the one you're doing on ChatGPT, things that has a strong knowledge base of your business to be able to advise you. Use the best AI models to give you the best advice. A PhD, or a professor in whatever field, Let's say if you're using the n8n model, this AI n8n model, that n8n model, they say beats lots of PhD outstanding, performing, what is it called again, professors. So what this means is that if you're a lawyer or if you need legal advice and you're using the best AI reasoning system, let's say you're using n8n, right? n8n, one of the smartest AI invention, like in the whole of AI, their best model is the n8n, right? Now imagine using the n8n model that outperforms many PhD people, and now you are using all these data sets of n8n model that you now have a special knowledge base of every information regarding to your field and still have a data pool to keep scraping data and then you have like a proper vector database to keep track of everything. You basically just have a proper chi, a proper universe, a proper mini god, a proper SMO that knows it all, that would calculate every likely scenario. Chineke, or more. So this is what would they watch for movie? You don't need this so close to achieve. Or thank you. Back to reality. I got to cake, but I didn't have to code. Che, I can't wait to finish. I have so much to learn. I feel like I have so much to learn. Che, I have so much to learn. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to start taking these courses. I can't wait to start creating models.